Good evening, friends. Welcome back to my channel, Intraday Trade. My name is Robin, and let's do a Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow. So, before we begin our analysis, just a quick check on what happened in the market today. Bank Nifty opened gap up right at the level that we spoke about in the video yesterday, and immediately gave a dip until 43,127. Okay, and this is where I went for a put short. I couldn't take this trade because my algo took the short trade here, and that gave me money, so I did not go on that side. However, I was bullish in the market and I went for a put short. So similarly, Nifty also performed well. It opened flat and eventually went up, respected each and every level that we had in our chart, and finally it stopped at the weekly resistance that we discussed in the positional video yesterday. Okay, so that's how easy it is to trade. All that you need is, see, I'll tell you very frankly, it is not a bad idea to follow a YouTuber, but following different strategies of that particular person can be a little confusing at times. Okay, the idea of creating this channel uh, is to deliver something which I do. Okay, so I don't do multiple things. So, I don't trade RSI, I don't trade super trend, I don't trade VWAP. I just trade simple price action based on candlesticks and support resistance. And what I do is what I share. Okay. So to make more number of videos, I can also make video of a strategy on a super trend or maybe on a VWAP or any other indicator. But that will never ever help you in make money. You will only run round and round in a circle, wanting more strategies to be profitable. Forget all those things. Follow just one thing to a core and you will definitely make money. That's the idea. And like I always tell my friends that what I know is something which I share it on the YouTube. And since the things which I follow is limited, see, when I say that what I know a lot of other things also. Okay, like I know all the indicators. I make my own indicators on TradingView. I've done all those things. But what helps the most is the psychology of the candlesticks at each and every important level. And that's what I trade, and that's what makes me successful. So, my suggestion would be follow something which is simpler to understand, practice that, don't run behind indicators. That is just about, fooling yourself. Okay, I'm a programmer, I'm a software engineer. I can trade my own indicators in PineScript. Some other day I'll show you my own indicators that I've created in PineScript. I use them also, but not most of the time. And 90% of the time I don't use indicator. Okay, when I'm confused at a certain point. Okay, so for example, uh, you know, you do not understand a question in your school or in your college. What you do? I'm not saying you don't know the answer. If you don't know the answer, obviously you can't help it. And if you ask someone, then that is considered to be copying. But when you do not understand the question, you always, look for a support from a senior or from a teacher. So that's how the indicator I use. There are certain places where I get confused. At that time, I take help of the indicator, whether if I'm taking a bullish trade, that indicator is giving me any kind of a hint or not. But those indicators are also, made by me. So I use it at times, but generally I don't depend on them. Okay, I purely depend on these levels and candlesticks. So the idea is what I follow is something which I'm teaching you. Hence, I'm not making too many videos like, RSI strategy, super trend strategy, moving average strategy, not at all required. I'm not intending to make more videos like other YouTubers, but the idea is to make videos of what I follow every day, so that it enters into your mind and heart, and you also follow that same thing every day, and you make money. Cool. So today I got one of the comment. This is that comment, Tapan Patnaik. So he said, "Sir, 13K profit as your analysis gap up trade." Okay, so I probably think he might have shorted somewhere here and taken profit until this level. So this is what I believe. So this makes me happy because based on my analysis, someone is making money. That is what I want. Okay, I make money or not is secondary, but you know you guys should not be wasting time looking at my video. Something productive should definitely happen. Okay, cool. So ज्ञान की बात यहीं तक. So let's continue the video. So first we'll discuss the participant data. Data looks a little interesting. So what is interesting here is, let me show you. See, FIs have closed some more longs, no problem. But what is surprising here is they have almost closed 13,000 shorts. Okay, if you remember the other day they added, I think, around 14,000 shorts. So almost they closed all those shorts. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that FIs think that futures uh, shorts booking means they think that, okay, this is the bottom for right now. Okay, so we are not looking at the market to go down anymore. So this is what I can understand. Now let's look at options. They are net long on the calls and net short on the puts. However, put short is pretty less than the call longs. So what does this indicate? Uh, they have created support, but not that strong from their end, and they have bought call options. Maybe probably they are looking at a gap up or something tomorrow. Sometimes this call options can be converted into a spread. This can sometimes they create positions to confuse us also. How they can confuse us? Obviously we follow this data, and this data cannot be 100% every time, right? So they have to create some kind of a probability or an accuracy, and sometimes the data can fail. Now let's look at pros. They are net long on calls, so they have added about 47,800 calls, and they closed about 61,700 shorts. But what significant here is they have got a good amount of puts that was clearly visible in the market today. I don't know how many of you watched the option chain, but the put writing was strong in Nifty, Bank Nifty, and in Nifty. I was watching this throughout the day, and that was definitely there. And in the option chain, if you see, there were a lot of people who short covered the call options. I can show you that. I'll show you that definitely. So this indicates that there is support in the market, and people are expecting gap up. And but since both of them are on the same side, I'm expecting consolidation. And tomorrow it's Tuesday, so fin Nifty expiry. So there is a possibility that if the market opens gap up, then we can trade in a range. Okay, so this is the take from the participant data. Let's quickly check out the option chain too, so that I can show you what I was talking about. So if you look at the option chain here, see, on the call side, you will only see short covering. Okay, so this is the percent change in open interest. There is nothing which is in significant double digit. Okay, if you want, I can zoom in a bit so that it's clearly visible. Okay, so I think this should be fine. So we should be focused in at the money area. Okay, so when I say at the money, from 18,350 to 18,450, if you see, this is minus 58%, minus 7%, plus 8%. So no call writing here. But if you look at the put side, it is 71%, 75%. So a good amount of put shots have been done in both Nifty and in Bank Nifty too. Let me show you Bank Nifty also. More on this side. Okay, so this is Bank Nifty. So 58%, 69%, 50%. Good writing. But on the call side, if you see, short covering and some long build-up. Okay. So definitely today it was put writing done heavily. So that's what the option chain says. So now let's write a plan that what these guys have done. So put writing is definitely heavy. Okay. So when there is put writing, that means there is support in the market. So when I say support, Bank Nifty will not break 43 to 33 tomorrow. It will definitely not break. So even if you get a dip, definitely you should look at uh, going long here. But that dip will not come, I am sure. But definitely, market is not going to go down at least for tomorrow. So now we should be planning how do we trade tomorrow. So the maximum amount of put writing uh, in Bank Nifty could have been done at this place, because this is where the market has spent most of the time. This is like a what do you say, the SL hunting, or throwing out the weak uh, bulls and taking the market up. So this is what has happened here. So in any case, there is a high possibility that this level somewhere around 43 300 can act as a good support. Okay. But the only problem is we immediately have a resistance here at 43,541. So tomorrow, if we open gap up here, slow and steady will come down and take support at 43,378 and trade within this range for the first half. And then in the second half, we'll see which side they'll break out. Either it's down or up. So since it's been Nifty expiry, highly the first half the market can be in a range so that all the premiums are reduced, and then they'll make some movement if required. Okay, so a gap up at 43,541 at this place. If you see follow through, you take a PE trade here, and your target should be 43,378. Okay, book, and it may reverse again. So we'll see how it trades around this area, and we'll trade the breakout of either this level or this level. Okay, if this level breaks, the next target is 43,233. Here you should definitely book put. At this place you should not hold put, but you can definitely look to go long. And flat opening, let's say Bank Nifty opens flat around this area. Okay, we'll see if it takes support here, and if it puts two green candles like this, we will enter into a call trade for a target of 43,541. Beyond this, let it give a good follow through, then you can continue for more upside. The more upside, then we have the final resistance at 43,800. Okay, 793 to 853. 853 is our monthly and weekly resistance. So that is definitely going to be a strong one. Any gap down, if we open gap down around say 43 300, just see where it takes support. If it gives a dip to this place, definitely you can go long here for the first target of 43 440. This should be your first target. And whenever there is a huge gap or gap down that happens, definitely keep this level. And along with it, you can also rely on the Fibonacci levels that I taught you on the intraday strategy. Okay, now let's discuss Nifty. So Nifty has already gone to the resistance. So I'm not expecting a very big movement in Nifty tomorrow. Right now also it is just trading flat. So we'll have to see what Dow Jones or Nasdaq does at night. Right now it is like trading at negative. So if at all Nifty opens here, I think I'll still look for a short opportunity here. I'll definitely take a risk of PE here. And what should be a target? Your target should be around 18,360. Okay, so good. I think how many points? Almost about 80 points fall is something that you can expect. And then eventually the market will trade within this area. So your range should be 18,450 to 18,350 for tomorrow. Okay. In case if we open gap down, so, so this line is this, okay, this corresponds to the high of this particular candle. In case if we open gap down and if you see that it is taking support at this swing, let it take support and let it go here. Then at the resistance, you see two red candles, you immediately go short. Okay. Any major gap down, say around 18,350, then this is a place where I would like to go for a call buy. In case if it gives a further dip at 327, this is the best place to buy call. But this is also a nice place to buy call since they are long in the call options. We'll immediately see a recovery until this place again. Okay. So I think we almost covered everything. And in case of flat opening, I think at this area, if you see two red candles, it follow through, you definitely go short here. So this is my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. I hope you all understood it and enjoying it. And like I always say, if you have any questions regarding whatever I have taught you, like the candlesticks or the support resistance, you can definitely call me or WhatsApp me or write the comment in the YouTube. I can answer in everything. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in another video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.